point, he would have been experienced enough to know that he should check corners, even if he's positive no one's going to be in there.
And now, the reason he should not be positive no one's in there, in turn 1, replaying that, we have an MG from Diamond
You are
and that building.
out
He
for
knows
me.
someone is there.
Okay.
But then in turn 2, he just simply does not check his corners. A shotgun is going to win that fight if he just simply remembers to do that. That's my number 1 complaint from now. But yes, so turn 3.
Alright.
It's lots of needless crouching from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crouch again, just to let everyone know, crouching does not give you an advantage in a firefight. The only thing that gives you an advantage in is not being able to be seen over like a half height when you're close enough. If Red were to move a enemy to this half height over here, he would be able to see the crouch unit to the bottom of the little house right here.
Yeah.
No advantage whatsoever. So don't bother doing it unless you plan to maneuver a unit between boxes. It actually brings you to a disadvantage if you change stance and then right at that instant an enemy comes around a corner. So
Yeah.
alright.
So what turn are you on now?
Well, we just watched turn 3, so
Yep.
we'll watch turn 4.
Turn 4, you have the shotgun simply spying around a bit, and then the beginning of firefights.
Right.
So
So if you didn't see on turn 4, he had him on continue in sight, had him quick peek around the corner. I don't know why. It seems he doesn't know what an aim order is on turn 4, because that was an unnecessary, like, he did a movement towards the area as opposed to a check order, which would have been
Now
quicker.
this is KD is level 7, so you might not know
Right.
all of the.
Right. I'm just saying, for anyone watching who's very new to this game, do a check order, which is with a control click. I can't actually demonstrate it here. I was trying to, but you can't.
Yeah.
With a control click order, you actually have a check command, and what that does is it temporarily, like for a split second, your unit looks in that direction as soon as the marker becomes visible. So what he could have done is made the waypoint here, added the check order, so he would have peeked and at the same time been moving back down. Had his MG been closer, it could have resulted in the death of his shotgun. Alright. So
Actually, I'm on turn 5, and if you click on the number 4 shotgun, you can see his plans for turn 5, which are actually quite. I really like them. It's quite amazing because he'll be running around this corner, and for a split second he will aim to the right, just to make sure that if the enemy MG is close enough, he will engage. But if not, he's just going to keep running and run to safety behind the wall. I think
It's
that's
pretty
a
good.
yeah, that's quite nice. Any input HD?
There's like, he seems to be planning quite a bit ahead, which is generally not a good idea. Like, if you look,
Well, just to pipe in here is that you are seeing his plan for the rest of the game.
oh, that
Yes.
explains it.
Yeah.
Sorry, then I didn't know.
it's fine. Another thing I like on turn 5 is at the same time a shotgun unit is going across, he does a sort of decoy technique. He moves his machine gunner unit up to the corner so he can get a more visible view at the same time his shotgun is moving across the corridor. Another good example of using a decoy technique so your unit does not die.
Yep.
So obviously he lost that gunfight because his machine gunner towards the top here got first sight because he was distracted with a shotgun to the south. Otherwise he would have definitely lost that unit.
So that was turn 5.
Yes, how did he lose his top machine gunner?
His-
Alright. I guess
That was
he did
just
not.
that was just a kill shot. Yeah. Oh,
What I
yeah.
think happened is he didn't actually know his machine gunner was towards the top there. So, unfortunate.
Let's see. Turn 4, he
Well, I
sees
can't
him move
tell.
across. He sees the machine gunner move across. He knew it was there, but I
Oh,
presume he
okay.
was distracted by. He simply wanted to get to safety and forgot about the other machine gunner. So something simple like that, I guess.
So he didn't do a horrible job, just unfortunately just overlooked something.
Yeah.
Alright, turn 6.
Turn 6 we have
Neutralized.
the lovely shotgun doing its close range combat.
Yep, that's pretty much the gist of it. And at the top here, red moves his machine gun unit towards the top here. What I don't like is he has it on continue on sight the entire time. What he could have done as soon as he got across the gap is turn back, engage on sight. So then had someone come around the corner, he would have actually won the firefight as opposed to just dying needlessly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's good that he did do it, because he might have been stuck in the open. I guess turn 7 is the end of it. Comes back around the corner.
Down. Unit down.
Wow.
Hostile.
Alright.
Neutralized.
Almost.
Yeah. Well, it was, KD did make a simple, I think it was just a cocky error there.
Down. Hostile.
Yeah, he got unnecessarily, I can't think of the word because I'm drunk.
Overconfident.
Thank you.
There we go.
He did not use an aim order for his bottom MG here, which is why I believe he lost the firefight. Instead, he was just simply running. Took him out before he was in view of the other MG. Oh, actually what happened is, in the time that he took off the shotgun and standing still, the other MG ran into view of his MG. So his MG technically got first sight. I see it. Just to show again, what happens is he engages the unit and stops just in time for his unit to run in sight of him, as opposed to the opposite of red moving in sight of green. For anyone confused as to why he won that firefight.
Unit down. Hostile.
Yeah, so that's that game. So very well played by KDE, because he beats a significantly higher ranking player.
Yes. Actually, one more thing I want to point out.
Yep.
Azure could have done a different aim order where he could have covered both his back and that right area. Had he put his aim order towards this direction, he would have actually been able to cover this area plus the area to his left, and he actually would have won.
That is true.
That's
Yes.
hindsight 2020, but
Unit down.
again,
Yeah.
that is something he could have done to win.
Yeah.
So
do we still have HD in this chat? Just to check.
yes, I believe so.
I am here, but
Yes,
I
okay,
think
I
there's
just
a
heard-
kid crying in my house, so I'm being quiet.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. I just heard some scuffling with the mic, so I just wanted to double check. Okay, so shall we move on to the next replay?
Yes. Yep.
So this is 33586. 33586. So this is Rayan versus Parkleos. And
Load up turn 1 here.
These are two quite high-ranking players, 60 versus 21.
With a Rain is actually our rising star here. He just got the game on release and he's already global rank 4. So definitely another one of the top players of this game overall. Parkleos isn't a bad player. He has a positive kill to health ratio, but definitely not as good as Rain.
No, I
Rain's
wouldn't say
got
that.
12 wins against Park Chaos anyway,
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, we'll observe this one. Rain is in the green, Parkleos in the red. We'll watch it. Turn 1. Oh boy. Okay. Let me. I'll replay that again. I'll do both.
That was
kills.
quite messy.
Alright. One of the problems with Parkleos' initial positioning is his grenade wasn't in a great spot. I think he probably did all he could have done in that position, because I believe had he just moved his MG down anyway, he might not have, he wouldn't have been able to get behind the box with the amount of time it took for him to die.
No. Yes, that grenade was 100% going to die, and it was. I think he did put the grenade at the best position he could, just in case his MG wanted to
Rush.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, that's all he could have done, unfortunately. That is just bad map positioning. But on the positive side of that is you can play duplicates. So you can still get positive points on matches even when you're at a disadvantage. If you play on a map that has clearly one side winning most of the time, if you do better than most of the players playing on your side. Let's see. Another thing I'd like to point out, he did a great job at taking out the shotgun at the south here. He predicted the fact that his grenade would definitely be rushed by the shotgunner, and in time managed to save his shotgunner from getting killed by not shooting his grenade right away.
Yeah. So if you do rewatch turn 1, you see that there is that stutter by the shotgun. If you just zoom in on that, and you can see him just really wanting to kill that grenade, but never really managing to. Yes.
Alright, turn 2. You'll see that his shotgunner is now, or his grenade is now sticking along with his shotgunner. What I think his plan is here is to use the grenade guy as more of a distraction than anything now. They are using almost simultaneous move orders here to be almost on top of each other. Because of that, he can get a closer position on a unit if he happens to lose his grenade guy. I don't really know how else to explain it. It's pretty much a decoy, another use of a decoy technique, but it's more of a...
yeah, I mean, yes, the grenade the grenade guy will take up all of the will be the distraction person, but then if the grenade guy isn't as useful at this stage in the game, because it's quite an open map. The enemy could be hiding between a number of walls. So if the grenade person dies, it's not as bad of a loss as if he did lose his MG. So grenade is going to get killed, and the shotgun can kill off any opponents once they're now closer. But yeah, it's a nice tactic by Rain, and we'll see if it works or not. But HD, any input on what you think, or what you hope to see in this game?
I'm just looking at it, and like, you'd think Rayan would keep an eye on the cover at the end of turn 2, because he like doesn't look back, so he just doesn't put an aim order covering
anything. That's true.
anything.
I didn't notice that. That is a mistake. He definitely should have done a peek order right here, just in case an MG unit decided to put it, or if he decided to put his MG unit to this window. Had he have done that, he would have just shot both of his units in the back. So he's smart, but I guess not 100% smart.
But yeah, no, it's small mistakes which you can.
Everyone makes them.
And you spot them more in the once you're reviewing a match rather than when you're playing it.
Right. I mean, he wouldn't have gotten a kill or anything had he done the peak order, but it just would have been a precautionary move there. Turn 3. You can see he moves both of his grenade guy and his shotgun and grenade guy out. Excuse me. Getting a kill on the MG because it just takes too long for his machine gunner to really do anything, unfortunately. I think you guys can predict what the next move is going to be. It's he only has a grenade guy left and his shotgun's right next to him. So it's just going to take him simply turning towards his grenade and taking him out.
I am slightly disappointed by this, actually, because in turn 2, Parklios' grenade fires, so he knows the rough location of that.
Right.
Yet in turn 3, he again does not use the check order, just to look to the right. If he had done that, he would have won on turn 3.
That's true.
He
ended the turn with him just standing at that block.
Yeah.
He stood there for a good solid half of a second without actually moving, which again is unnecessary. But
so no, just more check orders, and especially in a dark match, you want to know where the enemy is. So if you don't kill by checking, at least you can
get intel.
See, you can see where they are, or, as importantly, where they're not.
Because
So,
of that, I mean, yeah, because of that, he still had no idea what was to the right of him the entire time he was moving up. Like, he had no intel of the region